Welcome to another show of Management Thinking. On our show today, we'll be discussing the concept of entrepreneurship, what it is. All of us at some point in our life want to have our own business, take something to the market, have a great idea that we want to sell, but very few of us make it big. We always want to be the likes of Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Richard Branson, why not Maurice Thievet, for example, a typical entrepreneur. Where does the word entrepreneur comes from? It's come from the French word entreprendre, which means do something. Is entrepreneur somebody who is born? Is it somebody who learned by experience? Is it genetic? Entrepreneurship is something very simple to me. What it simply means is, as a scientist, well, I was an ex-scientist turned into an economist. What it simply means, I like the quote from Charles Darwin. It says, "It is not the survival of the fittest that counts, but what's most important is those who adapt to change will make it big." And this is, for me, is the very essence of the definition of an entrepreneur. Yes, you want to be number one, you want to be big at some point, but what matters is how quickly you can adapt and succeed. The mistake we make very often when we're entrepreneur, the day our business collapse, that's the day everything else has collapsed. We become very negative, we go in this spiral of not getting up and going. If you look at the history of all these entrepreneurs I've mentioned, the likes of Richard Branson, the likes of Warren Buffett and Bill Gates and so on and so forth, they have learned to fall. And from falling, well, they've learned to get up when they fall down. Try many businesses. If it doesn't work, they get up and do something different. What are the typical characteristics of an entrepreneur? For me, an entrepreneur is somebody, like as I mentioned to you, take on opportunities. They are risk takers, they're not risk averse, but also when they take risks, it's a calculated risk that they take. They may not be leaders in their field, but it's about that risk management that makes them who they are. And very often entrepreneurs have a certain charismatic or very positive about things and upbeat, and that is one of the few characteristics that makes an entrepreneur someone who succeeds. Entrepreneurship is different from somebody who is an innovator. Innovator is somebody who come up with a problem, find a concept, but an entrepreneur sniff something which is different. Is how you take the idea and take it to the market and make it commercial venture, which is what entrepreneur does all the time. So somebody can innovate a concept and someone else actually goes and make it happen on the commercial world. Very often entrepreneurship exist all around us, but is that person who really make it to the commercial world is the one that will succeed, and then you carry on growing. So you don't focus on what you just done, but you keep anticipating where will the next opportunity comes from. And entrepreneurs always look for opportunities as opposed to look for excuses, because very often what we do is we look at excuses why something is going wrong, but entrepreneur, what they really do is sniff that opportunities and go for the kill. This is what makes entrepreneur successful and grow. This is what I've discussed this week, and next week I'll be taking a different topic which will enlighten us on management thinking.